Good morning, everyone. Friday today. Let's see if it's going to be a Freaky Friday. Or we're going to see gold reaching this very nice and smooth area at 40.29. But it would be great to see it sweep the high at 5:45 a.m. before doing that. Not sweep it, but you know, reach there. Anyway, we'll see. For now, I'm a little bullish. And we'll see if price will have the tendency to continue going up. I was hoping to see gold sweep the high at 5:45 before moving any further down to create a new daily low. And potentially yesterday's low. We'll see if it wants to do that. So yeah, I'm really hoping to see it move up. And then I'll be looking for a possible short. I don't know, we'll see. You guys, if the music is too loud, please do let me know, okay? Yeah, I was really hoping to see gold push above this high and not really respect this really unintuitive bearish unicorn here. The 620 BC. I don't like that. But I guess it was a little, not really actually, because this is also a very smooth area. Yeah, I'm not liking this. Okay, so 9:45, if we could break above that and validate that BC, then that would be a beautiful potential unicorn long on the 1 minute to possibly go higher to 40.07-ish. It's gonna be 140 pip range. Anyway, 100 pip range could be a good move. And then I could be looking for short setups. For now, I would really not want to see gold continue pushing lower because it just doesn't make sense. It did take out Asia high. However, there was no convincing bearish reaction after taking the high of the Asia session. No convincing bearish reaction that could say, yeah, taking buy side from the high of the Asia session was enough and right now I want to go down, you know? I mean, if you take a look at the 5 minutes, there have been like little to no bearish FVGs. And I don't know, price is just meandering around. 15 minute, no bearish fair value gap whatsoever. 30 minute, no bearish fair value gap, 1 hour, nothing to indicate bearishness. But there's also the chance that that's the catch, you know, that smart money, once they're ready to make a move, they're not really going to disclose their intention. You could also think of it like this, you know. But to be honest, I'd love to see it move higher. I mean, yeah, maybe we could say that this is the first convincing bearish FVG that price created after taking out the high of the Asia session. This one on the 5-minute. But other than that, not really. You know, this is not really SMT divergence, the one that I just marked right now, for the reasons that we talked about yesterday, because there is no such thing as a SMT divergence where you have gold creating equal highs and then silver creating higher highs. You need to have silver creating lower high if gold creates equal highs. Otherwise, it's not a valid SMT divergence. Yeah, I guess I misread the things here. I don't know. We're gonna have high impact news in 2 minutes. I don't know how much of an impact that's gonna have. Let's see here. like the whole week has been a little weird, honestly, in terms of, no high impact news. Michigan consumer sentiment, 10 a.m. Yeah, other than that, nothing. Yeah, but honestly, like a news setup long, and a unicorn long, and yeah, that would look so good, right? Sense. But I don't know, maybe I'm just asking too much from this market. Because I would have loved another sweep this high, or at least this area, before reaching into all the sell side accumulated during the day. But maybe, I don't know, maybe just waited for New York Open to create that imbalance and show the intention of, considering enough of a buy side sweep above Asia high, and then just continuing to move lower to London low, create a new daily low, and then reach out for yesterday's low. I don't know. But like I said, I would have liked to see an additional sweep of this whole area here. But I guess it's not gonna happen. I don't know. Oh my god, I have a coffee mustache. Yeah, this thing will probably continue to drop. Oh my god, maybe I'm gonna get my long after all. So we had a sweep of the 6 to 10 AM range, a sweep low. And right now, moving across to the high, that would be wonderful. That would be really, really wonderful. Okay, we'll see if the 1006 BC could do us a favor and just support price, because there's just all this beautiful area here that and maybe turning 956 into a bullish unicorn. And we do need a closure above this swing high. to have that confirmed. And there's also some sort of SMT, which is not really that intuitive to look at, but it's more like a candle which is divergent, which is the 10:05 1 minute candle. On gold, that's the lowest candle. On silver, it isn't. On silver, the lowest one is 10:02. Oh, we'll see. So I want to close a break and a close above 959 swing high. Hopefully this 1 minute candle is not just gonna run up like crazy and just losing momentum. Also, for example, if silver is going to sweep this area here, that wouldn't be really nice, because there is some level of SMT buy sell liquidity there, and then it means that we're gonna have like a bigger SMT divergence. Where silver would make a higher high here, and then gold would make a lower high, you know, relative to this area, which on the 5 minute or the 15 minute, that can be treated as a swing high, which you can see here talking about 935 swing high on the 5 minutes. Wow, look at silver. It's really catching up on momentum. But I don't have a confirmation to go long yet on gold. And without the confirmation to go long on gold, I can't risk silver just sweeping this SMT buy side and gold, and then rejecting from there, obviously. And gold, you know, staying stuck inside this 1 minute bearish fair value gap, which so far it's not really invalidating it. So I'll be waiting more, yes. I'm not saying look at the 1 hour time frame, okay? Let's look at the 1 hour time frame. Yeah, 1 hour time frame is just telling me that there is an SMT divergence. No, actually there isn't. There isn't, only from the perspective of candle bodies. Yes, we could say there is an SMT divergence like this. You see? Indicating shorts. But other than that, yeah, maybe a bullish order block here, but again, not really things that I would normally guide by. Okay, I'm trying out along here, you guys. And hopefully I'm not gonna regret for not waiting to see what silver would like to do with the buy side that it's just about to reach into. Yeah, I'm thinking my stop loss is a bit too wide. It could be a little bit too wide. Okay, I also had a minor SMT sell side sweep here before creating this whole let up. And I want to pay attention to the 5-minute bearish fair value gap that price will reach into. Hopefully it's going to go up at least till there, but you know, we'll see. I'm going to mark this as a smooth area. Minor one, but still smooth. So the whole dynamic of this setup right now depends on what silver is going to do with the buy side that it just reached into, which on gold is all the way up here. So technically speaking, silver created a higher high, but gold did not create a higher high yet. So for now, this is a bearish SMT divergence for now, but it would only make sense to look for short setups on gold only if gold would be going up to rebalance a bearish fair value gap and it would get stuck in there. So for now, gold did not reach that bearish FVG. It's going to reach into it in a few moments now. 17 pips away from there on the 5 minutes. And I really like the way silver just doesn't give a shit about that minor SMT buy side it reached into, and the idea that it's not necessarily showing an intention of wanting to use that to pair with smart money short orders. I'd like to keep it that way, obviously. Okay, I'm just gonna bring my stop loss right under this bullish breaker here, and I'm gonna take both candles as a bullish breaker. So stop loss will come right under the low of the 958 candle on the 1 minute, like so. It also somewhat coincides with the 50% level of the 1006 bullish fair value gap that was basically respected and then price moved away from it. What I'm not really liking at this point is the way momentum, bullish momentum seems to fade, seems to be fading away on these 1 minute candles, but let's see, maybe it's just gonna catch up on that. Wow, price just barely tapped that 5 minute. Did it tap that or not? Did it though? No, not really. At least not here. on forex.com, which is where I'm getting the price feed from here on TradingView. I do like the fact that we do have right now a bullish FVG on the 5-minute. Which is a good thing. We'll see if it's willing to support price, you know. You know, it looks really similar to yesterday's structure. $10.18 bullish fair value gap on the 1-minute should not become inverted. It should not. I mean, I'm saying that if it gets inverted, then the chance of price going higher really decrease. What is the name of the playlist you are on? It sounds amazing. It's a playlist I've made myself with some songs from Epidemic Sound website. Wow, 40 people watching. Nice. 44. Amazing. You guys, don't forget to hit the like button on the stream if you're really enjoying the knowledge that you're gaining here. If you're gaining any knowledge, obviously. Yeah, you see, here's the thing. Here's the thing. On my broker, this candle, the 1027 bearish candle, this one, has created a bearish FVG on its body. In here, it's not visible, but it created that. On my prop firm, seems to be validating it though. Wow, just you guys look at silver. Like I feel like silver is really going to beat records again here because it's just amazing. Now what I'm noticing though, silver 5 minute. Okay, yeah. Well, you see again, like broker to broker discrepancies, because this area here on my challenge account looks as if there are two equal highs. They don't look as if it's this sort of thing here where price created a higher high. Now this area on gold, so that's 705 around 7 a.m. This over here on silver corresponds to this smooth area here on gold. It would be really amazing if it would go up there. Smooth area, so that means a first the first target would be there. Maybe even here, which would still give it a 2R. Still a good trade though. And then smooth area next trade, which is not that far away from this 2R TP, 20 pips away, and then that high, which is 85 pips away. We'll see. Okay, so for now we rejected from the 5-minute bullish FVG. We also created a new 1-minute bullish FVG, the 1031. Not excluded to potentially sweep this minor low here and still respect the 1018 BISI on the 1 minute. Even though I would honestly like to see price respect 1030 bullish FVG on the 1 minute rather than, you know, pushing down through it and then back away, back above it. We'll see. Okay, so it also touched the high of the breaker here, 959. The bad thing is that it tapped into this 5-minute bearish fair value gap. That's the bad thing. Also, another bad thing is that we have like a very obvious SMT divergence here, where, you know, we have you know what, I want to take a look. I want to have a look on the 5-minute chart and see what this thing is telling me, because I'm not liking this. I'm not liking the rejection from the 5-minute bearish FVG and the SMT divergence here. This is not something that I like. Yeah, I guess it's slow Friday, but at least I'm thankful for the setup, you know. But still, I really have to pay attention to this because this is still tricky. Still kind of tricky because silver is hyperextended compared to gold, and gold is not really showing the momentum that we're used to see on gold. I sent a good few people your way a couple days ago. Thanks. Off topic, but I remember watching an old video of yours claiming that you never did an undergraduate degree. I was so shocked to hear that. You seem so analytical and technical from your trading video. Well, yeah, you don't have to have a degree to be analytical and technical. You really don't have to. It's just in your nature, I guess. It's either in your nature or you just learn it as a skill. Yeah, see, just look at it. It's, I don't know, it's weird. Like right now, considering that we had this minor SMT divergence here, under any circumstance, gold should not break the low at 1036, because if it does that, then it's just, you know, invalidating the idea that it just took sell side here from that low, and right now it's using it to pair it with smart money long orders, and it's intending to go up. Because, you know, if it breaks this low over here at 1036, then it means that, you know, think about it like this. You have a low, you have a high, you have a lower low, and then you have a higher high, okay? The moment it creates the higher high, after it first created the lower low, but the moment it creates the higher high, you're thinking that this was just a sell side liquidity sweep, okay? And so this low over here should be a protected low, which means that it already took sell side from here, enough sell side to be able to push higher, create a new higher high, and therefore it should not revisit this low over here. But if it does revisit that low, and if it does break under it, then it means that the actual liquidity sweep was this one, and then this low being broken becomes a break of structure, change of character, change in the state of delivery, market structure shift. I don't know, it has so many names, like crazy. So shouldn't be breaking under this low, and if it does, I'm probably gonna cut my trade. Like, would I consider going short if it does that? No, I would not. Toughy decision. Yeah, if this continues to push higher, it's gonna be really amazing. Because look at how close it came to 1036 swing low, and it still respected it, because like I said, if this low is taken out and then the high is taken out, then it means that taking out the low was a sell size sweep, and taking out the high was a break in market structure. So you're still in a bullish structure. So basically this low here should be protected. If price will break below it, then obviously you're changing your idea into that of this being a liquidity sweep, and now the low being broken to the downside becomes a BOS. But for now, that's not happening, which is amazing, because we're also gonna enter in half a minute. We're gonna enter into the 1050 to 1110 macro, and that could really push price higher, simply because it's a time of the day when, you know, any macro, when it's likely for price to find, you know, the needed momentum to keep moving. So right now what I'd like to see is break above, and preferably strong close above 1040, swing high. That would be amazing, you know, just a really strong, powerful surge above that high. And yeah, right now looking at the 5 minute is just it looks weird, because it's just consolidating. It's printing one candle next to the other. Well, you know, considering what I just said about these highs and lows forming here, I guess it would make a lot of sense for me to move my stop loss right under 1036 swing low, but I would feel safer to do that once the high at 1040 will be taken out, will be broken upside. The reason is because, you know, like we guide ourselves based on things that we know, some concepts that we know, some things that logically should occur in a certain way, the way we've been taught, the way we've been seeing it happening. But it doesn't mean that those concepts are going to be respected all the time. So the fact that I'm saying right now this low at 1036 should not be broken, it doesn't mean that it will not be broken. It doesn't mean that there is 0% chance of that low being broken. It just means that in order for me to have a stronger conviction that price still has a chance to continue to move higher, then I would prefer this low to not be broken to the downside. That's what I'm basically saying. But it doesn't mean that it can't break it and then move higher, you know, and it would just take me out and then continue to move higher. I mean, how many times didn't that happen to anyone? To any of you, to all of us. Sadly, but that's the truth. Yeah, more like Lazy Friday instead of Freaky Friday. More like lazy. Come on, dear gold. Wow, this is like, I feel like I could be doing so many other things with my time right now. Yeah. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Will this thing continue to push higher, or is it going to eventually bounce from this 5-minute bearish fair value gap here and reach down into a London kill zone low. What do you guys think? Go ahead and comment. Let me know what you think. Would still like to see it go past beyond above 945. Bearish fair value gap. Come on, don't do it now. Don't retrace. You're not supposed to retrace. You're supposed to continue to push higher. That's it. Come on. Come on, boy. Okay, I'm gonna move stop loss at break even right now. Come on, dear. The 1 hour candle is gonna close. I really don't like the view. It's rejecting from the same bearish fair value gap that I respected, and then it moved lower. And you know what? We're doing this push higher inside this small little pink rectangle here, which is a micro Q2. Oh dear Lord, I would really love to see this thing move higher, but I'm not sure what to say. You guys, you know what? I'm calling this a W, okay? I don't need the extra, just a few more pips. So I'm out. I'm out. And W. So you guys, congrats to anyone who took the trade. Technically speaking, this 945, or what was that? 945. Technically speaking, this just turned into a bullish unicorn. But I'm out. This my trade here. 1.7 risk reward ratio. I'm curious what it's gonna do next. Really curious what it's gonna do next. And for those who are still holding, you don't want 1048 bullish FVG on the 1 minute to be invalidated. You don't want that. Okay, so 1048, just have your stop loss right under there and you should be fine. You should be safe. But yeah, just might see this thing continue to push higher. That would be amazing. Look who's here. She came to celebrate. She came to celebrate. Okay, guys. W calling it a day here. Take care. Yeah, take care. Play it safe. Don't do things that you're gonna later on regret. And yeah, W in the chat. Ooh, nice. Gotta put the chart queen and winner over here. Hallelujah. Okay, guys, talk to you on Monday. Have a nice weekend. Oh, by the way, something that I completely forgot to tell you guys, which is something that I'm sure you will benefit a lot from, and you're really gonna be happy to hear this. FundedNext FundedNext platform has a great offer, which is going to be available for a limited time only. Their offer is that you can get a $10,000 10K Stellar Light challenge for just $10. Okay, so you can get a 10K Stellar Light account for just, oh my god, just look at this thing going. What a trade. I'm not sorry I didn't leave a runner. Honestly, I'm not, because the amount of time that I waited for this thing to eventually pan out is just insane. Wow. Hell wow. Yeah. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, so going back to FundedNext. You can get a 10K Stellar Light challenge for just $10. That's an amazing offer. You're gonna find a link in the description of the video, of this video. And you're also, like, if you're gonna check my Instagram page, you're gonna find a link there. On my stories, I shared a link where you can actually, you can create your account, and you have to apply code 10 on 10. It's their code. You can find it also on their website, 10 on 10. So 10 on 10. Okay, apply this code on their website and you can get a 10K standard challenge for just $10. Stack up on these accounts, guys, because it's a really, really good offer. FundedNext is a very good prop firm. They have never failed me with payouts. And yeah, it's just amazing. The offer is amazing, and it's only going to be available for 10,000 accounts. So the first 10,000 people who are going to buy these challenges, they will be able to benefit from the offer. The others gone forever. Wow, and look at this thing still going. Someone here in the chat minutes, good job, saying he got 200 plus. Talk to you guys on Monday.